Hello everyone, this is Coach Lopez and I am creating this short video tutorial to teach you guys how to create a digital hall pass. Along with this video tutorial, I'm also going to send you my slides presentation that has all the links to make it easy for you. All right, so how does a digital hall pass actually work? Well, very simple. First, the student is going to scan a QR code which opens up a Google form. Two, the student is going to fill out this Google form. Very simple, name, ID, and destination. Number three, the teacher is going to confirm that the form has been filled out by checking the responses from your Google form. Number four, student leaves to the destination. Number five, student scans QR code again when he or she returns from wherever they went. And number six, student fills out the form again. This time they are going to select return to class. And I'll show you why. And number seven, once again, the teacher confirms that the form has been filled out again. What's very cool about this is that all of these is going to be timestamped. Okay, so for example, Alex Lopez, it tells you here what time he left and what time he came back. All right, so now that you know how it works, well, now how do I create my own digital hall pass, right? I made it a three-step process, very simple. Number one, you're going to create a Google form. Number two, you're going to create a QR code that links it to that form. And then step number three, you're going to create a flyer that says hall pass, and then it's got the picture of your QR code for the students to scan. That flyer, you can post it next to your door or wherever you want to in the classroom or outside of the bathrooms or whatnot. Okay, so here we go. I made it this simple for you. All you have to do is click on this link, right, on the Google Slides, not the video. Click on this link and it will open up a Google form that I've created for you. So all you have to do is make a copy of it, right? So click make a copy. If you want to rename it, obviously you can rename it and you can put your name here, or you can leave it as is or whatnot, right? The important thing is that you have your own copy of the digital hall pass form. That way, whenever students scan it, it goes into your responses and not my responses. Okay. So now that you have the digital hall pass already created, and you see on the destination here, I did a drop-down list because that works best with devices, right? And so for the destinations, I put bathroom, front office, counselor, library, go center, academic lab, or return to class. If you want to remove some or add some, very simple, you just click on the plus sign right here to add any questions. You'll see that they are marked in red. Actually, that one isn't. So when they're marked in red, that means they are required. Okay, so now that you have your form created, now you have to create a QR code, right? So how do you create a QR code? Well, there are a lot of different websites that you can go to create one, right? So I created a link here for you to the one that I use, right? Which is qrcodegenerator.com. Very simple. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do here is you're going to select URL, right? This is basically asking you like, well, what do you want it to do? Whenever you scan the QR code, what do you want it to do? Well, I want it to open up a URL. What is that URL? Well, we're going to go back to that hall pass that we created, right? And you're going to click on the send and click on link. Here, you can click on shorten link or leave it long. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and shorten it, and I'm going to go ahead and click copy here, right? I go back to my QR code generator and I'm going to insert that link right there. Once again, make sure URL selected, you have the link, and that's it. Let me move this. It gives you different options here. I just selected none because it's free, it's simple and whatnot. So now you're going to click where it says download And what this is doing right now is it's generating your QR code, and you're going to download it into your laptop or computer. And there it is. Okay, so I am going to save this as new QR code, right? Because I've done several. And I'm going to save it onto my desktop just to make it easy for me to find. So I'm going to go ahead and click save. All right. So going back to the slides over here, we already created the Google form. We already created the QR code. All that's left is to print out a flyer with the QR code. Well, there's a link here for you. So if you click on this link, once again, I'm going to give you a copy of my flyer. So click copy, and this is going to open up in Google Docs. It's very simple. You can create your own, or you can use this copy. It doesn't really matter, right? So all I did was I typed in digital hall pass, and then scan me before you leave, when you return. And here is where you would insert. So what you want to do is you want to put your cursor right here in the middle, right? And then you go to insert image, and then select upload from computer. Now I'm going to go to the desktop because that's where I saved my QR code, and then I'm going to find it, right? By the way, I misspelled that. I just saw that. It's all right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and insert it, and that's it. You know, I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. I think it's easier to scan when it's smaller, and just making sure that everything fits on there before you print it out. I'm going to show this at 50%. There it is, right? So you would just print this flyer out and post it wherever you want to. Got it? Okay. So what's going to happen is when the students scan this and fill out the form, let's go back to your form, right? So this is the form that you created. And you've got the responses here. So you can view them this way, or my preferred method is to actually view it in a Google Sheet, right? And this is it. You can actually have this open, have this tab open throughout the day, and as whenever somebody's going to go out, ask them to scan it. You know, scan the QR code. They fill out the form, and you will be able to see it here immediately. All right. That's it. I hope you guys understand this. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via email.